wait a minute. Right. Sorry about that, guys.
All right, we'll call the meeting to order at 7:18. 7:18. Public comment? You guys just here to learn? Or public comment?
Here, yeah, and just if there's questions on any of the subdivision submittals, the replans for subdivisions.
Okay.
If there was any questions, I'm just here and one of the landowners, if there was questions to the plan.
Okay. All right. Then we'll move on. Approval of minutes from last meeting. Find anything in there? It's changing or?
Move to accept them as written. Second that motion.
Okay. Minutes approved as written. Budget report.
I talked to Michelle today. She said we could put her on the agenda for next month. She'll come give us a lesson.
Okay, cool. Did she kind of say how long that might take?
I was probably 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, just
Yeah, I was gonna.
Kinda.
She confirmed for that. What I'll do is try not to put another big thing on.
yeah, that's or yeah.
So that was my thought.
All right, yeah, that's fine. Just all right. Guess I don't have any questions on the budget.
Do you have any concerns, Jessica? On the
No.
budget?
Yeah.
I got the worksheets from Debbie to start setting the budget for next fiscal year, so I'll start on that, but otherwise no.
All right. Grants and MOUs.
So all of our grants, we're just kind of ramping up the process for getting landowners set up for the season. We have the process going for our monitoring for that WIP. That we have to monitor all of our treatment sites before we begin applications. So that protocol is set up. Conservation Corps interns and Forest Service are going to take lead on that.
Cool. Okay.
And I was sent another grant by the commissioners. I think we're going to apply for to use in conjunction with that collaborative WIP for bootless stations and signs to acknowledge landowner participation, and then mount them at the trailheads.
Okay.
So
Good.
So that's what we're working on.
All right. Maybe for next meeting, let's get another sheet out of whatever the grants and everything are sitting at
Yep.
and going.
I'll probably MOU was on there too, so we know
Yeah.
what we've got expiring this year and what has life left in it.
Probably should have done that a month ago for everybody knew. No, I know. I didn't think about it though. You're busy enough, I know that. So. Spray updates. Yeah.
Like I said, we still haven't had applicants for seasonal positions yet.
Okay.
I sent the roadside contract out to my list of everybody. I posted it on the Week Association's website. So when I said the due date for those was April 30th. So they should be rolling in any time now. And then that is up for July, so that doesn't affect the spring spraying.
Yeah. Have you gotten any or no?
They're not in now.
All right. Subdivision plans,
We have two-
management plans.
I sent you guys out this Meadows Phase 3 a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
That's for comments. I didn't get anything back, so. And then I have one of the ones that was returned back to Week 3.
I did read it. I guess my comments would be that since it's under current pivot in management and such, that then I guess not for immediate development. I'm wondering if we might be a little bit quick in terms of making any decision on that. I mean, certainly if it's under agricultural production now, there's no weed issues around it, I wouldn't think. But it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's also not available for immediate
yeah.
division, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of they're going to sell and then they're going to build. So it might be one might be this year, one might be two.
It could be a while, and I think
Yeah.
a lot of those decisions should be made. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, as it stands,
Have this. I would go into the subdivision.
There's no preliminary.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
So that's B5 or 280, 284. Okay.
Really, with it being in hay production, canal is their only real worry.
On the process for that, can you run us? What the timeline is?
We can ask, but you,
I don't know which one.
that's the
Meadows.
The Meadows.
No,
That's-
no, I
that's-
can
that's
speak
you?
on that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the landowner was out of state and couldn't make it tonight.
Okay. I guess in terms of what is your anticipated timeline on this development?
Well, it's just at the beginning process. From what I understood, Jessica would prefer the weed plans to be done before any of the development starts. So we're submitting this at the very beginning of the phase. And then it goes through a process at the county. That process could take 3 to 6 months, and then he'd be able to sell them. But that is one of the requirements of going through the subdivision process is to have the weed plan.
But is he planning on, it's under a pivot right now, is he planning on taking that hay crop this year?
He's planning,
Okay,
they're
all right.
planning a crop and they're hoping to, because, like I said, it'll be 3 to 6 months. They figure they'll get a crop out this
Okay.
summer. And then by the end of summer, then hopefully the lots are available for sale. And then at that point, of course, before then, he'll have to build the road.
Sure.
So he may be doing disturbing for it's a short little cul-de-sac road there right by the highway.
So
But-
immediate development then is
Right, yeah, it's heading right in, and so he'll probably get it. And then I think if they sell, then that would be that, but they're being proposed for a single-family dwelling on 20 acres. But if they don't sell, then he'd probably do another hay crop. And I know he hired someone that does the ditch bank to, control the weeds along the ditch bank there.
Need to make a motion on everyone.
Yeah. The only thing I'm kind of they filled out the herbicide and chemicals they're going to use on their hay crop. I want to know what they're going to use on their ditches.
I think he hired someone
Still should be,
that's
but
on the list there.
I understand that, and he even says it's in here that he hires somebody and does all that, but it's still going to be this is the way I understand it. It's still going to be kind of with this setup. So he's going to maintain that ditch, or the people that are owning it going to maintain that ditch.
Well, he'll maintain it until he sells it.
Yeah, and once then there, but he has no chemicals of what he's putting on the ditch. That contractor, he didn't get with the contractor to see if what he's putting on. He has what he's going to put on the cropland, which I mean, makes sense. I agree with what he has, but the ditch is part of it. Would be my only concern. And
So is it a ditch or is it an irrigation canal?
it's an irrigation canal.
So is it maintained by the irrigation district or is it maintained by the landowner?
Kind of, that's a catch-22.
The canal district contracts
They do.
with people to maintain the canal.
So Nigel is their contractor applicator.
I believe that's.
Okay.
Okay.
So then that wouldn't pass the landowner. That would maintain
Under him. Okay.
Under
Yeah, no, that
non-
makes sense, yeah. So,
I'm not sure who does it for the canal district, but I know they have.
So it's
Somebody
contracted out
contracted.
as the
Mhm.
whole ditch side.
Yep, that's
Okay.
right.
okay. Well, that's an easy fix. Right fix. Other than that, I don't see anything. Anybody else?
The only thing I would like to see is the site visit added.
Other than
So we haven't covered it yet. So
yeah.
But the site visit should happen after the development or the
no, so the
sales
site visit
occur.
will be to verify what weeds are there. So
Yeah. Say she finds a whole bunch of weeds.
Then,
It's ex-neg right then.
yeah, okay, all right.
so
I mean,
Okay, so
this is step 1 and 2.
then I'll propose to accept the plan as accepted with the addition of a site visit conducted by yourself.
Second that.
All in favor of the Meadows Phase 3?
yes.
Aye. Motion carries. And I got to sign.
Do you want to sign at the end?
Yeah, it's probably best.
I think I'll have the original.
Yeah, because this is a copy of this one. All right. On the Crooks Landing Track D minor subdivision.
So this was one that we sent back. They filled it out with herbicide rates, timing, and more detail.
Looks to me like our concerns were pretty well addressed in it.
I'll agree with that.
I'd move to approve this one contingent on the site visit not showing anything or representing this as presented.
All in favor?
Right.
Passes.
What are you looking at right now?
That was the Cook's.
Yeah, that was the Cook's Landing.
We don't have a copy of it. Did you redo
Yep.
first?
I have, the two I have are Cook's Landing and Campbell's. I did not receive an edited copy.
I called you and you asked me to put it on your desk. I put it on your desk.
The only two I got were this one and this one.
It was on your desk. And you asked me to put it there and that's where you put it.
So these are the two that I have.
Okay, moving on. Vehicle and equipment update.
You guys saw,
Yeah. Price of box.
okay,
Dye and
You're talking about the chemical box for the transportation box?
transportation box for the. It's an 07.
and honestly, that might just be an education issue.
Okay, if there's room, that's
Yeah,
fine.
You know, that might,
And I mean, I have no problem with putting a box, getting another box for the outside. That's fine. And that little pump doesn't need to be in there. That's just gas and oil inside the cab.
yeah, and so, I mean, that's something we can maybe remedy partly with education.
Okay,
Chris,
and that's fine.
yeah. But
Okay. New chemical inside cab, not good. That's not blue dye, not chemical. Okay. Non-compliance.
So I still have not heard back from Janaea or Corey. So I figured that we will review or approve that at this
When?
time. Because until I hear back from them,
Yeah, we gotta have their say on that. I mean,
so.
they'll be part of the problem, the solution. All right.
Have you heard anything or just not
So-
a firm date?
I received an email from Janaea a few weeks ago asking for everything that we were reviewing, and so I resent her that packet I had sent Corey. And then I had followed up with her yesterday about if she had a chance to review it, and I haven't heard yet. So
We have a meeting with her tomorrow.
Okay.
Moving on to new. Anybody have any other old business? Okay. Didn't think so, but I was asking. Bylaw update.
So in the bylaws are the highlighted things that we need to reflect changes. So the things that reflect the 3-year terms and the years of the term. The election of officers to reflect first regular meeting. And then just sort of work a little bit of, I didn't highlight it, but strike out at the end of each meeting, open to the public, there's to change how our public comment is offered. So it's actually offered at the beginning of the meeting.
We change it to the end.
So strike that, and so just to be at the beginning. There's some regulation about how public comment is offered. So.
Yeah, we gotta follow that, so.
And then the last one would be to reflect the changes in commissioners.
So I have no problem with how it's read, but how are you guys staggering the terms now?
They're not,
Oh, they're not.
is what I understood. You guys adopted the
Staggered.
3-year.
So the board will maintain a quorum.
So does that mean that some of us have 1-year terms, some of us have 2, and some have 3?
And they're all
Is that how
3-year
we decide?
terms. Now,
It's my understanding that everybody now has a 3-year term.
And so we have 3 members who were appointed this year to 3-year terms.
It's my understanding.
how are they going to be staggered?
Yeah, that's hard to stagger for 3/4.
Yeah, that's my question.
So we have.
I got to be up soon. I
Yeah,
think
you're-
this year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then Peter's up in
next year or 2 years.
2 years.
That's in the bylaws. That's what I'm asking.
So right now, what's currently written is that our terms are staggered, so we always have a quorum.
Yeah,
So we'll have 3 members up the same year
here.
for appointment.
So you'll just get 3 new ones at the end of that 3 years. So like you'll be gone, let's say next year.
Yeah, I'm actually December 31st is I'm up for I can resubmit. Yeah,
For 3 years.
for 3 years.
But we have in
But we won't have a quorum with just
24, we'll have a year where all 3 of these members are up. And
yeah.
if they choose not to reapply, then we don't fill it.
We don't have a quorum.
We can have, not have a quorum, is what they're.
Well, you'll know ahead of time. So you get-
Were all of you guys told you were on 3-year terms, or what?
Yeah.
Yes. We should have staggered that. because-
Well, so when they had first done it, it was done as we thought as a 1 year. And then at the first meeting, it was told that it was a 3-year, because it had been recently changed. Yes?
Talk to Nicole. She has her spreadsheet.
One way that we could do that is nominate one of us new guys for just a 1-year term. And then, how many consecutive terms can you have?
We don't have limits.
Yeah, we don't have a limit because usually we couldn't get enough people to come.
Okay.
But in order to remain staggered in a quorum, we shouldn't have more than 2 coming off in any
Yeah,
given
and
year.
I have no problem with 3-year terms. I'm fine with that. It's just we got on the bylaws. We got to be staggered, and we're not.
Dave, are you and Pete up next year then?
I'm up this year.
Yeah,
Is Pete up next year then?
Pete's up next year, but we won't because these 3 will come up the same year.
So
We won't have a quorum though.
We should take one of these 3 and rotate them into being done at the same time Pete is.
Or
And then you would still be.
yeah, do it too, and that would be fine.
We'll have Nicole take a look at that.
okay.
Okay.
So the bylaws can stay as written and we'll.
Fix it from there, and I'm fine with that. But
That was my question.
with a 3-year term, with everybody going to a straight 3-year term, we need to fix this problem too. So that's my only thing. I'm good with them.
I am too. I move to accept the bylaws as amended.
All in favor?
Aye.
Somebody better go out and just have a little bit of fun here. We used to do that every now and then. So just say no.
But then we have discussion.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That part would fall through fast, probably. All right, updated. When will?
So we won't update our plan until we have our non-compliance finalized.
Okay,
So
the bylaws are ready to go.
that was it.
I'm dropping everything. County weed plan update and add to non-compliance. Yeah.
Cory's got to review that.
Yeah. There are too many papers. That's it then.
That's it.
Unless somebody's got something else they want to bring up. While we're on Kim and Kimmer.
Do we need another working meeting outside of our regular meeting regarding what we our other plan, or is it do we just wait for Corey to call?
I think we just have to wait.
Yeah, we're just kind of waiting on Corey to say that it's okay.
If he says everything's wrong, then we'll come back. We'll
Okay.
talk about the planning. If he says minor changes, then we can review those minor changes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We need a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
That's a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approves. The meeting was done at 7:50. And that might be a record. All right.
Do you guys meet
Once a month.
or
Once a month.
I mean,
It's pretty hard.
I need
If-
your name.
my name is Louis, Louis, is my first name. Last name is Centa. I'm gonna apply for subdivision. Well, it's upcoming, and I just wanted to sit in and see what you guys are up to and kind of learn a little bit, see what's going on.
Let me stop this stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.